Welcome back to week 2 of our follow along accessory work. We are building upon what we did last week. Okay, next week we're going to jump into some slightly different variations, but we're looking to progress. Okay, we're looking to repeat the same movements and try to work a little bit heavier. That's how we're going to see progress. Okay, so we're going to start with 10 per side. All right, so it's going to be on the 3 minutes today. All right, very similar to our session last week. Okay, so it's 8 sets on the 3 minutes. We have 4 stations. You're going to go 2 rounds through. So literally everything is the same as last week. So if you have it written down in a journal, just pull it up and follow along. So the first kind of block of work in the 3-minute window, okay, it's going to be the 10 per side of a dumbbell or kettlebell suitcase Bulgarian split squat. So you can use a dumbbell, you can use a kettlebell. We got all the gear for today. Remember, whatever leg is forward, that's the weight that we're going to have in the hand. You're going to come down and pause and then push, okay? We're going to go 10 on one side, and then you're going to switch, and you're going to go 10 on the other side. All right, from there, we have those kneeling dumbbell or medicine ball hip thrusts, okay? So try to have some cushion for your knees. You're going to be here, and you're going to come back and then up. So you're thinking about your chest is nice and tall, coming down, and all the way up. So that is block 1, okay? So that's going to be in a 3-minute window. From there, we have those lovely heel elevated goblet squats, okay? So you can use some plates. You could also use some books or something that's stable. Looking to really elevate your feet. You're going to have your eyes straight ahead. You're going to squeeze your core, come down to whatever your range of motion is and feels comfortable for you, and then all the way up. So we only have 2 rounds through this, so make sure that before you press play with the workout once we start, you really warm up your movements, okay? And then from there, we have those amazing side planks, okay? So we have the side plank with a top leg lift off. These are so hard. So we're going to be in that side plank position, and we have 10 to 20 on one side, and then you will switch, and we'll go 10 to 20 on the other side. So remember, that's a nice straight plank position and lifting with that top leg. So that is station 2, okay? From there, our next station is that sumo stance deadlift with a kettlebell. You can definitely use a dumbbell for this as well, all right? But we have sets of 20, okay? So if you did this last week, try to work a little bit heavier if you can. So sumo stance is going to be in that really wide stance position. We're going to squeeze our core. You're going to come down, push with your legs to stand tall, and then all the way back down. So we have a total of 20 of those, okay? Again, you can use a dumbbell or you can use a kettlebell. And then from there, we're going to go back to that bench press and support hold, all right? So 1 dumbbell per hand. Your feet can be on the bench or the floor. And then remember, we come down with 1, down with the other, down with 1, and down with the other. Okay, so that is our second block of work. Our our fourth block of work is going to be those gorilla rows and then side bends. Okay, so it's okay if you have different weights for this. It's no problem. So we're going to be in that really wide position. I'm engaged in my core, pulling with one hand and then actively pushing with the other. So we have a total of 20 of those, or 10 per side, however you want to view it. And then we're going to couple that with some side bends, okay? So you could use a dumbbell, you could use a kettlebell. You can also use different weights if you wanted. Okay, so we have 10 to 20 side bends. So that's what we're doing today. Again, we have 4 stations that we're going through. Everything is going to be on the 3-minute window. We're going 2 rounds through, okay? So press pause, grab your gear. If you need any additional warm up, please warm up your body. All right. You can also, what you could do is press pause and go through all of these stations with just your body weight or really light loading and use that as an additional warm up. So whenever you're ready, all right, gather your gear. I'm going to get the timer going and we're going to get started with the suitcase Bulgarian split squats and the dumbbell kneeling hip thrusts. Alrighty, so we are gonna get started. Again, everything's on the 3-minute window in 3, 2, 1, and go. So whatever leg is forward, that's the weight, all the weight's on that foot. So you're going to come down, pause, and push. We have a total of 10 per side. Nice active arch. Squeeze the glute. Forget how spicy these are. Good. And then we'll have 10 on the other side. Squeezing the core and pushing with the leg. Eyes are up straight ahead. Hold that pause at the bottom. Shoulders down and back. Woo! These are spicy. Good. I have one more. Woo, those are spicy. Okay. 10 to 20 of the, I'm going to use a different object. I'm going to use a kettlebell. So we're going to hold this up. We got 10 to 20. Really pause at the top position. Feel your glutes. Eyes are straight ahead. Heart rate's getting up a little bit. Good. We have under 50 seconds. If you need water, grab water. Okay, so that is that. We have 20 cyclist squats next. That should definitely get the heart rate up. So again, the goal is to try to work a little heavier than you did last week, but if that doesn't work for you, that's fine. Just do whatever works best for you. Okay. So again, we have 20 of these, and then we're going into the side planks with the little leg lift off. In 5, 4, 3, 2, I'm gonna grab a different one. Okay, so 20 reps. I'm trying to start this round at the same weight I finished last week. So I'm trying to just go a little heavier than last week to start because I want to get strong legs. Whatever range of motion works for you. Okay, I'm halfway. Heart rate is going. Push with your legs to stand tall. Woo, okay. Those are so hard. 10 to 20 per side of the side plank leg lift off. So eyes are up. These are so hard. And make sure this is a small range of motion. It's not so big that you're feeling it in your low back. This is not a movement we should be feeling in our low back. You should be feeling it in the outside of whatever leg is up. So now I feel it on my right glute, and I feel my left glute for sure. Ooh, it's burning. Oh, such a simple body weight exercise, but it's so hard. Okay, next station, we are going to our sumo stance deadlifts with a kettlebell. You guys got a lot of gear out today needed. So again, sumo stance, we really want to emphasize that wide positioning. Alrighty, in 3, 2. So really wide. Control the weight. Don't let the weight control you. Keep the lats engaged so we keep that nice and close to our body. Focus on breathing. Slow and controlled. I'm at rep 14. Good. And when you're done, you'll make your way to this, the support hold with a little dumbbell bench press. So we're going 10 to 20, right? Do whatever feels best with your feet, okay? If you don't have access to a bench today, you can also do this from the floor. I'm a big fan of having your palms facing each other, so it sets your shoulder a little bit more. Make sure you are squeezing your belly and reaching up. At the top, you're just thinking of straightening your arm. You don't want to over straighten your arm and like shrug on the way up. We just want to think reach to the ceiling. And squeezing your core the best that you can, right? We talk a lot about having that good full body tension and connection when we are lifting and moving. Amazing. Okay. From there, we have one more block of work for this round. We're going to the sumo kettlebell gorilla rows, and we're going to couple that with some side bends. So 20 seconds, we're going to get started. If you don't have access to kettlebells, you can absolutely use a pair of dumbbells. Let's just make sure that we are a little bit wider, okay? And if this bothers your back at all, you could have your hips a little lower and think of being a little more squatty instead of having your hips high. 3, 2, 1, and go. So 10 to 20 alternating. Controlling the weight, pushing with the other. Feeling your glutes support you. Woo, okay. From there, 10 to 20 side bends. So this can be with a dumbbell or a kettlebell. Make sure you're squeezing your glutes. Good. So if I'm loaded in my right hand, my left core is doing the work, not my right shoulder, my left core, okay? And then when I switch sides, now it's my right core that's doing the work. So you really want to make sure that when you're doing this, you're also squeezing your butt. And you're having that shoulder down and back, not letting the dumbbell or kettlebell pull you forward. So I feel my right core now. So this is going to complete one round. We have one more round through. Amazing. Okay. So if you want to go heavier, go heavier. If you want to go lighter, feel free to go lighter. Okay? Otherwise, we have 30 seconds rest, and we're going to go back to those Bulgarian split squats coupled with the hip thrust, the kneeling movement. Okay, so make sure you have some cushion for your body. So I'm going to go up in weight. So I started with a dumbbell, and I'm going to go to the kettlebell because I just want to go a little bit heavier. I know this is our last round through, and I want to get in a really good working set. And I know how powerful this movement is. Spicy, but powerful. Good. So 10 per side. Pause at the bottom. My joints are popping. It's normal for joints to pop and bodies make noise. Eyes are up. Whew, this weight's a little harder. Woo, woo. Okay, and then you got same thing on the other side. And just, it's okay. You can see the side's a little harder for me, and that's okay. That's why we do single leg work. Okay, these are getting hard now. Okay, so next movement, kneeling and then up. 10 to 20. I like to pause at the top for a little bit just to really feel my glutes. Whew. Feel the burn. "30 seconds. Okay, cyclist squats are next. I'm gonna stick with the same weight that I did last time. If you wanna go heavier, go heavier. Okay, last round here. How bad can it be? These are hard for me. That's okay. It's good to do hard things. Or that's what I tell myself. Eyes are up. Push with the legs. Oh. Okay, I'm in 11. It's getting hard. Oh, okay. We are done with those. Thank goodness. We have side plank next with the top leg lift off. So legs are nice and straight. Then make sure this really comes from that top glute. Small range of motion. Feel the whole body. Getting off balance. Good, so this is really important for strengthening our lateral hip, okay? It's really helpful for also the side of our core as well. It's important to have a strong core. It's okay if one side's harder than the other. Okay, one more. Okay, amazing. Whew, we're done with those. Next we have our sumo stance deadlifts with a little kettlebell, 10 seconds. And then we have some bench press. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. So you have 20 reps. Slow and controlled. Finding the full body connected. Pausing at the bottom. Bell stays close to the body. Finishing with the legs. I'm halfway. Shoulders are down and back, right? I'm not letting the bell pull me forward. Eyes finish straight ahead. Amazing. Okay. Next station is our dumbbell bench press. So remember, they're starting in support, feet on the floor, feet on the bench, whatever feels best for you. So your arms stay straight, come down and up with one, and then down and up with the other. We only have one more round after this, one more station, and then we're all done together. The hardest part is always starting, but you always feel better once it's over. You're proud of yourself, you're getting blood flow, you're getting a little sweaty, you're getting some endorphins, you're gonna feel better. But the hardest part is always starting, right? There's this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 lesson that we've gone over before where you have 5 seconds to make a decision and make a choice of something that you want to do. So you're sitting on the couch and you're like, I don't want to work out, but I do want to work out. Just say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and go and do it. Okay, we have our next station coming up. I think I did more than 20, but that's okay. We have those kettlebell gorilla rows and then side bends. Change out your weights if you need it. Or again, if you want to stay where you are, you can stay where you are. 3, 2, 1, and go. So we have last station here. Get that low lat engagement. Pull the hand to your rib cage. And find somewhere to breathe, right? Nice active arch with your foot. Amazing. Side bends are next. So you can stick with the same weight. I'm just going to stick with the same weight. Or you can go heavier if you want. So feet are underneath your hips. So again, I'm holding the weight with my right hand and pulling with the left core. Squeezing my glutes. Heels stay on the ground. You guys did amazing today. These are getting spicy. All right, same thing on the other side. Using the right core now, squeezing my glutes. Eyes are up. Almost done. Whew, that was a good amount. Okay, whenever you're ready, if you want to do a little stretch, you can do a stretch with me. We're just going to go left ankle on top of the right knee. We're just going to reach forward, get a good stretch into that hip. We've done this before, but this is such a great stretch you can do anywhere, especially if you're seated. And then you can switch sides. Feeling now that right hip. And you're done. Well done. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a great day.